All right, friends and family, how we doing? It's time for another This Week in Real Estate. Really excited for this week. Let me tell you why. It's the first week of a new month. We've been trending downwards, and we're talking about average closed sales price from Glendora to Rancho. And we've been trending down to the tune of about 19% home values declined over the last 7 months. So we're averaging a little over 2% a month in decrease in valuations from Glendora to Rancho. Now, whenever I say Glendora to Rancho, people have a hard time visualizing. So here's what I mean when I say Glendora to Rancho. So you can see the cities, you can see what's out there, you can see how we skip Pomona, we get Montclair, we include Ontario. This gives us a good valuation. It gives us good perspective. High-end hillside communities, what's tucked in, what's that like for Rancho, not only up in the valley, how is that coming down? Downward out of the hills of Rancho Cucamonga into the city, down into Ontario. So we get a good mixture, skill set of houses, condos, land for sale. We look at everything in that area. And that's the area we've chosen to serve at a very high level. Now, we've strategically hired agents within Rancho. We have strategically hired agents in Moreno Valley, in Duarte, down into Long Beach, Glendora, right? That way we have the ability to give you hyper local information. One of my favorite things, it's not just understanding technology and how to secure your data, secure our data, leverage technology to provide you better customer service experience. It's then understanding how do we give you hyper local experience by putting professionals, your neighbors that are licensed professionals, how do we empower them to give you the best information possible? So very excited. Let's go through the numbers for Glendora to Rancho first week. Okay, why are we talking about week over week numbers? Sorry, let me come back here. The reason I'm excited about the first week is it's going to be our first data point for the month of February to see now, okay, will we continue that roughly 2% a month reduction in home valuations? Will we see it stay the same? Some people think I'm crazy. Will we see an uptick in price? What does that look like? These are lead measures week over week. So if you're thinking about selling, okay, Ryan, have I hit the market? Let me get on here and run because at least I can project this out a little bit better. If we're still trending down, man, how far do I got to price ahead in order to get out of here? So great information, lead measure from a seller's perspective. If you're a buyer, also good for you because if we plateau, you might say, okay, we've plateaued, equity sort of froze. Let's see if I can then reduce not so much maybe the purchase price, but let's see maybe if I can get the seller to buy down my interest rate. So now I know, okay, we're sort of plateauing at the bottom. Let me get a lower interest rate. Let me secure a property because we're down about 19%. So here we go. Glendora to Rancho week one. How's this looking? Active listings, new properties coming to the market, 55 in the first week. That puts us up 71% over the last week in January. Praise God, we're getting some new inventory in. New contracts, things that are either pending in escrow, active under contract, depending on how you're seeing that displayed for you. 82, that means that there are people who are buyers who are ready to go because we're seeing new contracts continue to go in. I mean, that's up 51%. Closed escrow. So not only are they going in, we're closing. This closed escrow shows we're down 11% week over week. We can scroll back up because that's what I do. And it looks like closed was up 20%, but our inventory was down drastically. So these things sort of ebb and flow. Closed, don't mind closed being down. That doesn't make me nervous because I see a big uptick in listings and active properties going under contract. So seeing closed doesn't worry me a bit. Average days on market, it's roughly a wash, 55. This is where when we talk about adjustment in prices, we got to start tracking days on market and how we project out tracking this data. So look at this though, party people. Average close price for the first week in February is up 11% from the last week before. Now, the last week in January, right? So look at this. The last week in January was 710. If we did the entire average close for the month of January, it's 710,392, not 710,025. So close, right? We're up 11.5%. Look at this, 11.5% up since the end of January. Well, what does that look like when we're falling. Well, that fall says, okay, here was June 2022, tick, 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 tick. We get to January. Now we shot back up. This is just 1 week, not the whole month. So next week, the second week of February, will be critical to see, did we go up again? Okay, so maybe for the month, if we trend up enough, it averages out where we don't lose 2%, right? And now, are we plateauing at the bottom? Have we found the floor? Because if we hit 19% low and in 1 week we made back 11%, that's not bad. Sellers, it means sell, and it means buyers, watch, get qualified, and be ready to strike. In case that thing ticks back down, you're going to want to be able to move quickly. This week in real estate, it's Ryan Otteson, Capital and Influence Real Estate. Pay attention, look below. There's some upcoming events, state of housing. If you like these quick little blurbs, February 21st at 12 o'clock, you got to register to join. The link's below. You're going to want to be on there. We go deep dive. National statistics. We compare the last time the market fell apart, because that's what everybody remembers up here. Then we go to historical relevance, other markets. How does that affect us? What is inflation doing on the market? What is inflation doing to rates? What do we see? Tracking numbers. What are we projecting out? So that is February 21st. You're going to not want to miss this. Don't forget to register. We appreciate you. We value you, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.